Welcome, everybody. This is your bonus reading for February or for Aquarius season. And yes, I did a poll about a month ago, and the poll was for everyone that's been voting. Not many voted, but I still managed to get a certain way, so I figured out how to do it. The poll was about what area would you like to know more about? And it's funny because nobody wanted to know about relationships and love, but there was four other categories that was equally as important to everyone that it was voting, and it was first category was self-love and empowerment. The second was manifesting through finances and career. And the third one was experiencing and expanding through nature and travels. And the fourth one was communing more with God's source creator. So we have these four different aspects that we're actually going to touch upon today. And we're going to make a short bonus reading for everyone that's watching. And so, for everyone that's new here, I am so thankful that you're here. My name is Cecilia.eyvaa. And I'm actually right here where I should be. Yeah? I was born psychic or with psychic gifts, and I've used them for years now. Um, I also work a lot with esoteric knowledge in different areas of my life. So I pick up on the signs of the cards that I read, but also I hear things, I see things, and most of all, I get messages through songs, I get messages through visions. And so, however it comes through for you, and I hope this can help in some way. I'm really happy to have you here. I'm really happy for you to be watching, and thank you for liking and for subscribing. I'm getting a lot of new subscribers, and I'm really, really happy about it. So, thank you. This is something that I do because I love it, and I think it's a lot of fun, and it's like one of my core interests. Divination is one of my core interests. Divination and art. And I feel like divination is in a form an art because it talks about how to sculpture reality with the awareness that comes from God and from within. And so that's what we're going to do today. Yeah? Call it life planning. Spiritual life planning. All right. So all the videos are up now, or the Virgo is actually uploading now, but it's going to be up very soon. And I'm actually going to start to record the March or the Pisces readings. So I'll be a little bit ahead of my time, catch up on all that I've missed. Feel free to comment below if there is anything that you would like me to focus more on in the readings for each signs, and then I'll try to shape it that way. But usually, it comes out in the form that God's source creator wants it to come forth. Okay, now self-love through empowerment. I have 4 different decks here. 3 of them are tarot decks, and 1 is an oracle deck. Self-love and empowerment. Let's see. We're gonna use this deck. This is the regular Rider's Way Tarot deck, and I have already shuffled it, but I will shuffle it for you again, so you'll see. Yeah. Okay, for everybody that's watching, this is the bonus reading for Aquarius season. We're gonna dive into 4 different subjects, 4 different areas of our life. Self-love and empowerment is the first step. So self-love and empowerment for everyone that's watching, what cards will come through? What do we need to focus on and put our energy towards when it comes to self-love and empowerment? All right, we have 3 of Swords, we have the Queen of Wands, and we have the Knight of Wands. So, talks about healing the past. And I feel like the past has to do with, because this is about self-love and empowerment, I feel like this has to do with when we have ignored our own hearts, when we've ignored our intuition, when we have deceived ourselves, or when we fooled ourselves, when we've thread over our own limitations or limits, or I would say boundaries, then we hurt ourselves. So we damage ourselves. And I'm getting drawn to this what is it, a yama, like a rule in the Vedic tradition, the yogic tradition, about the first rule is ahimsa, which is a rule that they have in almost all religious writings. And it talks about not doing any harm. Do no harm, it says. And in order for us to do no harm on others, we also have to do no harm on ourselves. And in order for us to do no harm on ourselves, we have to do no harm on others, or to others. So it speaks about, treating your neighbor, treating your kin as yourself. It speaks about being kind to yourself so that you can be kind to others. So the self-love starts there. It starts in the reflection, the framework of who are we connected to? But how do we treat ourselves in that connection? And with the Queen of Wands and the Knight of Wands, I feel like it has to do with the empowerment comes when we are not forceful, but when we are steady and strong in our intuition. Then, the power comes through. It can thrust through, I'm hearing. And it comes through as a surprise, even, I would say, because it's almost like this thing where the Queen of Wands is like, she's very intuitive for a wand sign. She's not emotional, but she's very intuitive, flirtatious, sensual. And so she's in her power. She knows how to use her power. She knows how to work her wand without having to actually use it. She's just embodying and radiating this kind of energy and light that actually creates a ripple effect on her surroundings. And only when we are strong enough to embody this energy, only when we are giving love to ourselves can we radiate out this energy. And once we radiate out this energy, when we follow our intuition, when we step into alignment with ourselves instead of out of alignment with ourselves, that's when we grow our power. That's when we don't need to force things upon others or ourselves. So the answer to how can we be more self-loving and how can we empower ourselves more in Aquarius season is to not force, but to empower, to use the power. So don't force things. And what do we do when we don't force things? We take a step back. We try not to steer or control the outcome. We try to see the bigger picture. We try to see it from a higher perspective. But we also land in our intuition. And that's kind of where Spirit wants to take us. It wants to take us to our intuition. And I'm getting very, very drawn to the black cat here, which is the feminine aspect of Spirit. Being drawn to that feline energy, of that intuitive energy, of having that sixth sense. I feel like it's highly important. Just get one more card for you guys. One more card. Yeah. And only then can we move on from any form of backstabbing, whether it is from ourselves or from others. Because when we get when we get face to face with some kind of treason, we feel disempowered. We feel even dismembered, I'm hearing. We feel like we have been faulted or treated wrong. We feel like we have to leave things behind. But really, the only thing that we want to leave behind is trying to control an outcome. Once we step into that, it's funny because Virgo had this a lot about acceptance, but I feel like this is not about acceptance. It's about following your intuition. So the answer is to follow your intuition. That's how we can listen to ourselves more. That's how we can honor ourselves more. That's how we can empower ourselves more. That's the answer to how to love ourselves more during Aquarius season. Okay? And we ended with the High Priestess here. She's all about, knowing right from wrong. Yeah. Look at that, you guys. Moving in to awareness, out of control, and allowing things to happen and unfold as they should. Especially when there's a lot of chaos and change around you. When things are changing a lot, we try to control things so that we can feel centered, so that we can feel empowered. But really what we do is that we disempower ourselves more. What we need to do instead is listen to our intuition. It's pretty crystal clear here, I would say. All right, so the answer is listen to your intuition. I'm going to write it down. Intuition. All right, next question is, how do we manifest through finances and career in Aquarius season? How do we manifest through finances and career in Aquarius season? Well, we have the 7 of Cups with the Ace of Cups. Interesting. One more card, please. No, I don't get one more card just yet. I'm going to get one more card soon. Yeah. Yeah. This is so funny. I'm feeling like it's funny, but you know. All right. Yeah. Let's do this. So, have you ever heard of analysis paralysis? That's a very, very fitting topic for Aquarius season. When we analyze too much, we end up paralyzed and in the freeze mode, which is a mode of fear. Then we cannot manifest. We cannot manifest when we're in the mode of fear. Well, we want to manifest when we're open and receptive. When we can embrace our deepest desires, and when we can open up to send that wish out there, really stand for what we believe in, and then allow ourselves to receive that gift as well. But sometimes we have too many choices. That's what I feel like we have right now. In Aquarius season, about career and finances, I feel like we have too many choices. I feel like there is not only one fork in the road, but there are several forks in the road. Perhaps, you know, the way that Aquarius season is also affecting us is that we tend to see things in an Aquarian way. And so we start to see things like we see all the different narratives. We see all the different outcomes. We see all the different potential outcomes. We see all the different potential realities. Instead of just choosing the one that we really believe in, which is like very Capricornial, we see all of them. And then we cannot choose which one because we need to analyze which one is the best and most beneficial. But sometimes we can't do that. Sometimes that's not up to us, right? And then that's why we need to listen to our intuition again. So the reason why I'm saying this is because we have the 7 of Cups. 7 of Cups signifies that we need to choose. Hey there, you're Aquarius. I love that. So I just spoke about analysis paralysis, and now we're on to manifesting finances, a career, and Aquarius season. So 7 of Cups speaking about having too many options, I'm saying too many. Sometimes many options is a good thing. But when we have too many options, we are in an automatic position of FOMO, like fear of missing out, right? And so having the fear of missing out is also like really hindering to choosing the right one. So then we can't see through the clouds of illusion, really. What we need to do is we need to choose the cup that is instant and overflowing. The cup that is always overflowing. The cup that is the cup of the heart. So we need to choose from our heart. So when it comes to manifesting finance as a career, you need to feel it to make it real, right? And this talks about creating some kind of inner peace. Only when we are in our hearts, or when we are in our true heart's desire, can we stop the wobbling, stop the balancing, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, right? Then we can land in our hearts and really center ourselves. And we don't have to see the outcome. We don't have to, go back and forth between the best option. We can just be in our hearts. And then, there won't be a lot of hard work. Hard work is over once we actually let go of confusion. I would say also meditate. Because it feels like you have a lot on your hands, or we have a lot on our hands, and we have a lot of difficulties trying to choose which way to go. But when we like center ourselves, which we can do through meditation, meditation can look in many different ways, right? You can meditate through walking, running, sitting down, meditating, swimming, doing some kind of physical exercise. You can meditate through dancing, poetry, arts. You know, there's a lot of different ways to meditate, right? And so the way to manifest through finances and career, the answer to that during prayer season is to choose the cup, choose the road, choose the path that is most in alignment with your heart's desire, that is leaving you with a feeling of sense of peace and preciousness and relaxation, really, where the confusion is just something that is bypassing, right? And you're landing in some kind of centerpiece. One more card, please. I'm hearing a ringing in my ear. I feel like somebody's trying to, yeah. There is something or somebody trying to get you off your path. And there is energies around you trying to manifest something different for you that is not in alignment with God, but it has the most alignment with what their interest is. And their interest is to make you confused and make you believe in some form of lie, I would say, in deception. So again, trusting in yourself is really, really essential. Interesting. I don't know who's watching or who this is for, but let me know in the comments below, please. All right, heading up to the next question. Experiencing and expanding nature through nature and travels. I actually feel like we're going to take the other deck. So this is the StarCode Astro Oracle deck. Experiencing and expanding through nature and travels in Aquarius season for everybody that's watching. So again, thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for liking and commenting, sharing this with me, and receiving this gift as well. I love it. All right, let's see what's up. Aquarius season, experiencing and expanding through nature and travels. Interesting. Whoa, here we go. We got 21, Venus, which says beloved. So there's a lot about this Venusian energy, and Venus has been in Aquarius. I don't know if it's still in Aquarius. But I would say, again, moving in a very feminine kind of way. Perhaps you are also finding that you have somebody close to you. Could be children, could be family, could be a beloved, a partner that is allowing you to travel and expanding. But again, these cards, they want you to travel through your heart. Through your heart. One more card, please. One more card, please. Woo! Pallas Athena. Interesting. So, Venus is number 21, comes down to 3. Pallas Athena is a goddess as well as Venus. Comes down, is a 30, comes down to 3 as well. So we got 3, 3. So it talks about sacred trinity, talks about fertility, talks about exploration in a very feminine way, but in a fierce way. Because Pallas Athena was also a warrior goddess, right? So in a fierce but loving way. I feel like some of you are actually heading towards Greece for some kind of reason. Or you might be planning some travels right now that will end up happening in May or in September. And these travels will take you to new discoveries that will open up your heart further. One more card, please. No. Yeah, it talks a lot about the heart. We got Juno and we got Leo. So a lot about the heart. It's a lot about the heart in this deck. Somebody needs to hear it. Don't fear it. Hear it, don't fear it, I'm hearing. All right, so we have fourth house, talks about home. And the fourth house is Virgo. And then we have 12, no, what's the fourth house is, sorry. The fourth house is Cancer. And the 12th house is Pisces. We got 12th house introspection. So in order for us to travel, I feel like for you guys, you need to feel like your home is safe. Like you have a sturdy place to come back to. Like you need to come back to something. In order for you to like expand externally, you need to be able to come back to something. And it has to do with your 12th and your 4th house. So you need to check that out. Where is your 12th house? Where's your 4th house? And how do they connect? Yeah, you need the stability in order for you to expand into the unknown, I'm hearing. So, because otherwise there will just be fear, right? And then the heart won't be able to see. That's what we want to do. We want the heart to see, right? All right, so the last one is communing with God, source, creator. And I'm using the Art Nouveau, Golden Art Nouveau Tarot deck. So let's check it out. Communing with God. How can we in Aquarius season communicate more with God, or commune more with God, align more with God, source, creator, please? We got the King of Cups. Anything else? The King of Cups. Oh wow. The Page of Cups and the 10 of Pentacles. When something is given to you, even though it might not look like a lot, receive it. Just receive it. Take it. Take the offer. Whatever offer there is, take it. When God is reaching out in different forms and ways, and in very unexpected ways too. So expect the unexpected, and the smallest thing can become the biggest thing. I'm hearing expect the unexpected. Also, I'm being very drawn to the pomegranate because it's been showing up twice here. So the pomegranate has a lot to do with you, whoever you are. Expect the unexpected. The smallest thing can become the biggest fortune. Also, God, like I told you, God shows up in shapes of something that might not look a lot, but it will be a lot. So, again, I would say use your intuition. Yeah. And remember that God wants you in a position where you're not submissive as a slave, but you're submissive as a child of wonder in front of the world all around you. The world is your oyster, but it's not like you want to consume it. It's more like you want to enjoy it, right? Explore it and enjoy it. So that's what the message is all about, you guys. Yeah. And that was it. That was all from me. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. I hope this really helped. The message overall is about really truly listening to your intuition during Aquarius season, not going into analysis paralysis, detaching from things that has been, forgiving yourself, moving on, moving out of control into intuition, choosing what is the best for the heart, going on journeys that is safe for the heart, and exploring through that childlike innocence, because the smallest thing can become the biggest fortune. All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching. This is all from me, and please stay tuned for the next following 12 readings and predictions for Pisces season. Have a lovely rest of Aquarius season. Love you. Bye.